We are done with the chest pocket placement. Next is to work on the lapel, button and the hip pocket guides. I come to the hemline. I mark downwards 0.5 inches for the front shape. Then from this 0.5 inch point, I measure upwards coat full length, which is 30 plus 0.5 length is divided by 3, giving me 10.16 inches. So I mark 10.16 inches here. And this point will be the position of the first button as well as a guide for hip pocket placement. We are still continuing. Then from this first button point, I mark upwards 4 inches for the distance to the second button position. Also from this second button point, I mark upwards 0.5 inches for lapel bottom break point. At this 0.5 inch lapel bottom break point, I mark outwards 0.75 inches for button allowances. Then I come to this point. I mark outwards 0.75 inches for lapel upper break line guide. After, I connect this upper lapel break line guide to this lapel bottom break point with a straight line. Also at the hemline, I mark 0.75 inches. Then I square up a straight line to create button allowance seam line. Next is to determine the lapel width. At this point of lapel break line, you can mark outwards lapel widths of your choice. That is, you can mark more or less depending on how big or small you want your lapel to be. But as for me in this video, I want my lapel to be 2.5 inches. So I mark 2.5 inches here. Now at this point, I connect to the lapel bottom break point. Here the way you connect your lapel to the bottom break point is determined by the style that you are working on. You can as well as create different kind of lapel designs like this one, or this one. The choice is yours and the sky is the limit. As for me in this tutorial, I'm creating this lapel design. So, if you want a notched collar jacket, you stop at this level. But if you want to add more design elements to this jacket, for example, creating a peak collar jacket, I come to this point. I prolong this line. Then at this point, I mark upwards 1.5 inches. Also from this point, I mark backwards to the front neckline 1.5 inches. After, I connect these 2 points to create the lapel peak. Ladies and gentlemen, we are still continuing step by step. I don't want to be too fast or too slow. Instead, I want us to be at the same pace so that me and you arrive at the same destination at the end of this jacket practical class. Okay, we are done with the lapel area. Next is to insert chest dart to our front. I measure the widths of my pocket